The former president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think for herself.
You know, I have this huge platform on The View.
And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know.
And I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless.
Ever wonder what it would take for Melania Trump to finally snap? Well, folks, we've got our answer. A cool $100 million lawsuit against The View. But here's the kicker. Sonny Hostin, the loudmouth who started it all, is now backpedaling faster than a clown on a unicycle. What dark secrets is The View trying to hide? And why is Melania choosing now to break her silence? We've got the inside scoop on this David versus Goliath showdown that's got everyone from legal experts to Twitter trolls losing their minds. You won't want to miss the bombshell revelations we're about to drop. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Alright folks, buckle up because Melania Trump's silent revenge is about to blow the lid off this whole mess. For years, the ladies of The View thought they could trash talk the former First Lady without any consequences.
Are such vile comments, but they are exactly what The View's audience loves.
Usual necessities for the families.
What does she want? Whatever.
It is targeted perfectly at a radically feminist, liberal audience that loves hate.
Well, they're about to learn a hard lesson, and it's gonna cost them big time. We're not talking chump change here, people. Melania's slapping The View with a whopping $100 million lawsuit. That's right, 9 zeros. Sources close to Melania say she's been keeping receipts on every nasty comment, every eye roll, every snide remark those cackling hens have made about her. And let me tell you, the tea is scalding hot. But here's where it gets really juicy. Word on the street is that Melania's got recordings that'll make your jaw hit the floor. We're talking behind the scenes footage, hot mic moments, the works. The kind of stuff that could bring the whole house of cards tumbling down. And you better believe The View producers are freaking out. Emergency meetings, lawyers on speed dial, the whole 9 yards. Now, you might be thinking, why now? Why is Melania choosing this moment to strike?
Another now. This is loving and tolerant rhetoric the left uses.
But we were talking about Melania Trump's interview where she made this claim about the state of the United States economy.
Opposing side of using. And this one, those women are a danger to America. They do more than anyone else to stoke political and social tension.
Well, let me tell you, it's not just about the money. Sure, $100 million is nothing to sneeze at, but this is about sending a message. Melania is declaring war on the entire gossip industry, and The View is just the first domino to fall. Insiders say Melania's been planning this for years, biding her time, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. And folks, that moment is now. She's not just fighting for herself anymore. This lawsuit is for every celebrity who's been dragged through the mud by these so-called journalists who think they can say whatever they want without consequences. But here's the kicker. Sonny Hostin, the loudmouth who started this whole mess, is now sweating bullets. Sources say she's been calling Melania's team non-stop, trying to smooth things over. But Melania's not having it. She's out for blood, and Hostin's about to learn that words have consequences.
The former president says he thinks his wife should be allowed to think for herself.
You know, I have this huge platform on The View.
I think it wasn't so much about the question, but it was really more about the answer.
Not a thing comes to mind.
And I just started thinking about giving voice to the voiceless.
The big question on everyone's mind is, will this lawsuit be the torpedo that finally sinks The View? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. The days of consequence-free gossip are over. Melania Trump's silent revenge is about to change the game forever. Folks, you won't believe the meltdown happening behind the scenes at The View. Remember Sonny Hostin, the big mouth who couldn't stop trashing Melania? Well, karma's come knocking, and it's got a $100 million price tag. Sources say Sonny's been having full-blown panic attacks backstage. Turns out her loose lips might have finally written a check her career can't cash. But here's where it gets juicy. Sonny's co-hosts are ditching her faster than teenagers abandoning Facebook. We've got leaked texts showing Sonny begging her lawyer buddies for help. It's not looking good, people. ABC execs are already eyeing fresh meat to replace her.
I said to my husband that, the language is inappropriate. It's not acceptable.
Administration as opposed to a Biden administration.
And what if she, if anything, she wishes she could have done differently in the past 4 years?
It's-
Talk about a fall from grace. You'd think Sonny would be groveling, right? Wrong. She's pulling every string, calling in favors left and right. But get this, her desperation's reaching new heights. Word on the street is she's considering a tell-all book about The View's dirty secrets. Can you imagine the bombshells she could drop? But hold on to your hats, because this lawsuit isn't just about money or revenge. Remember how we said Melania's out for blood? Well, turns out she's after something far more valuable than cash. This isn't just about one mouthy host or even one catty show. It's about dismantling an entire system of gossip and lies. Here's what's keeping me up at night.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I followed up because I was surprised at the answer.
And I was surprised because that is not the man that I know.
What happens when Melania's done with The View? Who's next on her hit list? Because let's face it, folks, if Sonny Hostin can go from trash-talking queen to sweating bullets overnight, no one in Hollywood is safe. And let's not forget about that mysterious USB drive Melania's supposedly been guarding for years. What's on it? Whatever it is, it's got Sonny shaking in her overpriced boots. Is this the nuclear option that'll blow the whole lid off the celebrity gossip industry?
I'm thinking about those people and I pray for them. So many people lost their homes and the country is suffering. People are not able to buy. I have a gentleman here on the crew working with me. He lost 3 homes.
One thing's for sure, Sonny's career is hanging by a thread and her desperation is off the charts. Will she throw her co-hosts under the bus to save her own skin? Or will Melania's lawsuit be the final nail in The View's coffin? Alright folks, this isn't just about Melania versus Sonny anymore. We're witnessing a full-blown war between celebrities and the media machine, and it's getting ugly. The View's in the crosshairs, but make no mistake,
and that they are safe. And I hope that the government and FEMA is there to help them. It's devastating, and I just hope that everybody evacuated.
Every gossip rag and talk show host is shaking in their boots right now. Why? Because if Melania wins this thing, it's game over for the whole celebrity dirt digging industry. Think about it. One day, Sonny Hostin's running her mouth like there's no tomorrow. The next, she's begging Melania not to destroy her career. It's a David and Goliath story for the ages. And let me tell you, Goliath's looking pretty scared right now. But here's the kicker. This drama's just getting started. We've got insider info that suggests Melania's got more tricks up her designer sleeve. Is this the beginning of the end for trash-talking TV? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure. You won't want to miss a single juicy detail of this epic showdown.